February 2026. A digital ghost has returned to haunt the financial world. The U.S. Department of Justice just dumped 3 million pages of confidential documents, the infamous Epstein Files, and buried within those millions of words, one name kept surfacing alongside the world's most transparent currency, Bitcoin. The headlines are screaming. Did the world's most notorious predator fund the birth of Satoshi's vision? Today, we aren't just looking at rumors. We are dissecting the blueprint of a shadow that tried to swallow the sun. The trail starts in the dark hallways of the MIT Media Lab, a sanctuary for the world's brightest minds. Internal logs now reveal a disturbing secret. Between 2002 and 2017, Jeffrey Epstein made 10 separate donations, totaling $850,000, funneled through Joy Ito. He didn't just write checks, he sat in private meetings with the leaders of the Digital Currency Initiative. Imagine that. A man who built a kingdom on human leverage and hidden islands, sitting across the table from the people defining the future of decentralization. Why? Because Epstein sought a digital offshore, a dark corner where his crimes and his money could be encrypted forever. He wasn't just donating, he was trying to buy a seat at the table where the future of money was being written. He wanted to own the code before the code owned the world. But every architect knows that a structure built on a chronological line cannot stand. The conspiracy theorists, they love to claim that Epstein funded the genesis of Bitcoin. They look at the names at MIT and they assume the money created the machine, but the math simply doesn't work. Bitcoin was born in 2008, in the middle of a global financial ruin. It was unleashed on a simple mailing list by a figure who demanded no permission and accepted zero investors. The MIT Digital Currency Initiative, the very organization Epstein tried to infiltrate, it didn't even exist until 2015. That is 7 years after Satoshi's white paper was already carved into the bedrock of the internet. Epstein was a vulture, a predator, trying to find a perch on a building that was already built with unbreakable steel. He could buy the researchers, he could buy the directors, he could even buy silence at the world's most prestigious university. But he could never, ever buy the protocol. This is where the mystery turns into a revelation. Why are we, as humans, so obsessed with finding a mastermind behind Bitcoin? Because for centuries, power has always meant people. We are used to shadow boards, secret funders, and central control. We find it hard to believe that a system can exist without a master. But Bitcoin is different. It is a network of rules, not rulers. It is the first system in human history that is truly indifferent to who you are. It doesn't care about your bank account. It doesn't care about your crimes. And it certainly doesn't care about Jeffrey Epstein. He could corrupt the people, but he couldn't change a single block in the ledger. Scandals rewrite history books. They don't rewrite blocks. Epstein failed to hijack the code. The math held firm. But did he succeed in hijacking the companies built on top of it? Did his money find a way into the exchanges we use today? In the next episode, we follow the money trail that leads straight to a $3 million Coinbase check, and we meet the men who opened the door for him. Subscribe to follow the truth and see what the shadows were trying to hide.